Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
What's going on, Kelly?
Where are we, Tom?
We are at the Martin Luther King Community Food and Learning Center.
Learning garden.
Learning garden. Gosh, I always
But
get
we
that wrong.
should really name it a demonstration garden because Local Food 101 happens here. We've got the master gardeners that come. This food goes to the community. And what are we talking about today, though?
It's all about, well, it's going to be hot today.
It's going to be hot.
It can
We're
probably
hot.
record hot. We're hot.
Look at the numbers going up.
We're
in
hot.
viewership.
Thank you
Woo!
for viewership. But basically, composting. Very important part
very
of gardening.
nice. And I see you're all geared up to composting.
Well, I mean, I brought some instruments.
Yeah, good.
And
good.
I don't think I really need the goggles.
No, you don't need the goggles. You very rarely need
And
the
I
goggles.
don't need the,
Well, the lawnmowers, Parks and Rec, our awesome City of Rochester Parks and Rec department is here, and they're mowing. Not really timely, but they gotta mow.
That's why this show is so good, because we just do it live.
We just do it live.
We're not
so
going to edit this. We're not going to do,
Yeah,
so this is how it
that's
goes.
maybe not why it's so good, but,
But I
but
got,
we have fun.
we got dueling thermometers here, which we'll
Dueling
talk about.
thermometers.
I've got a heat gun. Yep. So hot. Yep. Kelly. Yep.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's
That's not how you measure
That's
the
not how-
temperature in a compost pile, but okay.
It's just this surface thing. But
Is this all you brought, Tom?
I also have a refractometer, but I don't know.
Refractometer?
Yeah. So I don't know what good that's going to do. So
Yeah, we're not.
We're not doing any moisture tests. We're
Yeah,
not checking any
yeah,
nutrients.
yeah.
I got a litmus paper, but Kelly says let's not bother with that.
No.
So we just going to focus on temperatures and
We're
how
going
we
to focus
put
on
these.
temperatures. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And I brought my composting thermometer this morning, and it's been sitting in there, and we've got not quite active temps right now on the thermometer. Anybody want to guess as to why the temperature dropped? This has been active for the last week. But go ahead and guess why it isn't active now. And it will be active today, guaranteed, with the 90-degree heat we have. What's the soil temp, surface soil temp?
Well,
Tom?
what's interesting is I'm doing the surface test with the thermometer here, and the compost pile itself is like over 90 degrees on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And the ground here is still only about 80. Well, we're in the sun now, but it's going to cook today. So you can definitely tell that it's permeating out and it's hot inside. And what was the temperature? 100 and...
The temperature right now is about 126, 128.
But
So
you
I'll post a photograph of it later. It's in the active stage, which is great. That's where you want it to be, in the green. It's at the high end of the green. I like it to be in the hot range because then it kills weed seeds.
You got to
which
kill
is
those
awesome.
seeds,
That's-
and maybe
that's what we
some
want.
other things you might have in there, maybe cocoons or whatever.
Like
other than
Barbie shoes.
Barbie shoes.
or-
We can't kill everything.
No,
but
no.
Those temperatures are great because if you can get it up to even maybe a 140, even maybe a higher, you're going to kill a lot of those other things. You know, things like dandelion seeds, thistle, even garlic mustard. Those seeds last forever. I mean,
They do. Brassicas are a hardy annual. Whoop, whoop,
Yep.
They just keep coming.
So 9
So-
years for some of those seeds, and so if you don't get them in your compost and then you spread it, you're just going to keep propagating that.
So the mowers are out mowing today, and Parks and Rec. Oh my gosh! Parks and Rec drops the clippings, and a lot of people fertilize their lawns. And to have a really super healthy lawn, you do need to add nitrogen to it. It's a major nitrogen sucker. But if you just leave your clippings on all summer long when you're mowing, that counts as one of your nitrogen applications for the year, and you only need to put down one, which reduces the load of synthetic nitrogen that run off during storm events, rain events. And if you don't have absorption right away into the soil, if it's not applied correctly, you can get nitrogen burn. So organic nitrogen is usually the best to apply to your lawn, and that comes in all kinds of forms. So in a compost pile, we need nitrogen too. So a proper compost mixture should be about 60% nitrogen. That's green matter, folks.
Yep, green.
That is...
But it's not all green looking, but
yeah,
it's
not all green looking. So that is your
nitrogen.
kitchen scraps, your wet stuff, like the community composting that we're doing with the coffee house, the
Orange
locally
juice.
owned compost.
Someone made lemonade. So, and just a
Doesn't-
little...
does not smell good. Why does this not smell good?
Because it's fermenting. I don't know.
Because it's anaerobic digestion,
Anaerobic.
anaerobic decomposition. There's not enough air. So 60%, no, don't do that. We're going to cut it up.
Okay, yep. Okay, just breaking it up.
So nitrogen, we want 60% nitrogen in the compost pile. Okay, that's the wet stuff, the coffee grounds, your food scraps, grass clippings, and then what's the other thing we put in the compost, Tom?
We got fruits and well, eggshells.
Eggshells, yep.
And maybe some straw or maybe some brown matter.
Right,
or
so
carbon.
30% brown matter, and that's your carbon. So straw,
carbon, nitrogen.
Those twigs and sticks that you find if you're not saving them for a campfire, break them up, quarter-inch below.
Quarter-inch or below,
You're doing your spring pruning, just go chop, 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 and drop. And that's what we're going to do with my brassica stems. These are from my overwintered kale and bok choy that are flowering right now. So I'm providing pollinator food, and these are edible. They're yummy flowers, but if you eat the flowers, what don't you get?
What don't you get?
Yeah.
You don't eat flowers? You don't get nitrogen?
You don't get seeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because seeds come from
I'm just
flowers.
not that sharp in the morning, I guess.
Yeah,
but-
you need more coffee.
I need some more coffee.
So we're going to do a little
And
chop.
not this morning. It's too
Yeah.
hot for a coffee. But a couple more things on the lawn. Let it go up to 3 inches. Cut off a third of it. That 1 inch, if you have a mulching mower, there is no reason. The other thing on lawns is I only weed and feed once a year since being a master gardener in the fall. That's it. Don't do anything else the rest of the year, but I do mulch and leave the grass clippings
Right,
there.
so you only need one application.
Yep.
The other thing is you can convert your lawn to a bee lawn. Lawns to Legumes and Blue Thumb and Metro Blooms offer really great information. Search them online, Blue Thumb, Metro Blooms, or
all those bananas
Lawns
are
to
gone.
Legumes. The bananas are going, yeah.
So the microbes need moisture and they need oxygen.
So
And that's why you need small particles. You gotta
Yep.
grind it up because
Yep.
otherwise it's not gonna
Chop.
get oxygen and filtrate.
yeah, chop it up a little bit. We also have Hollandberry Pannekuchen contributing their orange rinds from their fresh squeezed orange juice.
Is that what this is?
No, this is from my house, from my kitchen. We've got cherry pits in here.
We eat a lot of
We've
fruit
got
in the morning.
pruning.
That's great.
We eat a lot of fruit.
Yep, bananas.
Bananas.
And we know bananas they can break
tangerines.
down pretty quickly. We know that.
They can. Lots of sugars there.
Yep.
So we're just going to layer this on top, and it's about just layering things on your compost pile. So do the work there, Tom.
And you can see that the size of this, generally you want about a 3 by 5 foot size area because anything bigger, it's going to be hard to get air and moisture in on the sides, and it's just easier this way to manage.
Yeah.
The other thing is
minimum is a cubic yard, 3 by 3 by 3.
And if you have some extra stalls here, or if you can stage it, that way you can work on this compost, get it to a point in 2 to 4 months that you're ready to put it on your garden, and then maybe throw new stuff on over here in the other garden. So this is what we're throwing our new stuff on today.
Oh my gosh.
Eventually you can't throw
see it
something new
steaming?
on there and then throw it on your garden, right?
Everybody see it steaming?
Look at that. That's hot.
That's
That's
hot.
hot.
It's hot
Where's my
out.
gun? Where's my gun?
Yeah. See how the gun compares
Okay.
to the temperature?
Are we doing some more? Here we go.
Yeah, sprinkle
Oh
that
my
on there.
God. Well, I didn't sprinkle it, but
Yeah, you want to layer it on, sprinkle it out evenly. Look at all those Brussels sprouts from dinner the other night, the outer leaves.
Woo! Okay.
That is hot.
Oh my gosh, I am now getting a reading of over 110 degrees.
And the
With-
thermometer says 127, 128.
And
We're
that's
just going
down
to flip
about-
this in.
So somehow I got Kelly to do all the work this morning. That's pretty wonderful.
There, you can scrape that off. You have gloves. I
All
don't.
right, yeah, your gloves.
So just keep your kitchen scraps in your sink or next to your sink or down underneath in the cupboard. Don't cover them. They really don't smell. I have a neat old vintage enamel quarter circle thing with holes in it, and I just take it out to the compost pile every day. I don't turn my pile. Once a year I clean the whole thing out and just kind of move on. I'm a passive composter.
Yep.
But you can see they get really hot.
That's why they have the multiple bins sometimes, is you can work on one and
Right.
4 months later you can empty that one and then start a new one or keep another one going. So
Right, so there you go. We hope we've encouraged you to do some composting. Super easy. Great setup for the garden. Great setup in your backyard somewhere. Compost piles need to get plenty of sun. And we will post a link for composting so you can learn more.
and definitely post some questions on our Facebook page, Facebook group I should say. There's a lot of questions, a lot of maybe even misinformation about what to put in a compost pile. Generally you don't want meats don't
Yeah,
want
no meat, no bread,
oils,
no cheese.
no cheese, and
Dairy
animal
and meat's
products.
pretty much the rule.
Yeah, you basically want plant material.
Yeah,
in there.
you
So-
could sprinkle on breadcrumbs, I suppose, if you had
Yeah.
breadcrumbs that were rancid or went stale. Yeah.
So anyway, it's going to get hot, so we're going to have a short show today, and then I guess, what do we do now?
I guess we say goodbye.
We say goodbye, but we also like to say, rock
Rock
your
your day.
day. Bye-bye.